today I want to talk about personal brand and building a personal brand. So I just recently went through that kind of exploration of building my personal brand. But what I found out was really interesting and I want to share with you, and this is something that's going to change your personal brand game. So I really started off with looking at things that I liked. I went to Pinterest, I went to Instagram, I went to a lot of design kind of websites to look at what can gain traction, what is popular and what is trendy. And what I found was that I wasn't creating a brand for myself. I was creating something that was for somebody else. And this had no bearing as to who I am. It had no kind of anchor in showcasing who I am. So I started thinking about it, and I started thinking about what is a process that I can take and I can share with you guys to be able to build a personal brand. So let me get started with understanding who you are. So as I kind of went through this exercise, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna get everything that I know. I'm gonna take everything that I own and lay it out on the floor. And I just created this nice little time lapse of me placing things on the floor that I loved, that I wanted, that what I understood was who I am, where I came from. And this really helps shape that that foundation for a personal brand. And as you can see, I have tennis, photography, art, music, all these different things that shaped. And there are things that I don't even own that I wish I had to put in there, or things that I did have and I really don't even know where I put them. So I can't really put them in there, but I'm going to share with you a couple of the things off to the side that help shape my personal brand. The aesthetic, a lot of the aesthetics that I really love comes from my history with when I was growing up with watching anime, watching science fiction, and listening to a lot of electronic music. So as you can see, I love the aesthetic of Blade Runner and a really kind of like neo dystopian future. And this is why I gravitate towards those kind of things. And mentioning Blade Runner, which was a great movie, Ghost in the Shell, the animated OVA, and that just helped shape kind of that idea or that sensibility of what I like. And moving forward into what I like and what I really love, it was really about fashion and photography and people and emotion, because I grew up in a time, I grew up in the 90s, and if you guys don't know or haven't read a lot about the 90s, it was filled with a lot of kind of angst and social consciousness and wanting to change the world because it just felt like it needed to be changed. And so going through and understanding where I came from, what I liked in that era, that helped shape who I am today, gives everybody looking at my brand a better understanding of who I am, what I can do for them, and where I will end up taking, whether it's their advertisement or their brand or their video or their photography. Doesn't matter. At least they get an understanding, and you guys get an understanding of where I'm coming from and who I am. Be authentic. Create something that's honest, that you love, that incorporates everything that you love about whether it's music, art, fashion, photography, anything, and that will give you the leg up over anybody else, because in the end, if you cannot if you cannot showcase who you are in that personal brand, then nobody's going to really care about what you have to say and what you have to offer. I'm going to leave you guys. I don't want to make this too long, and so if you really just like what I'm doing and what I'm kind of showcasing, please hit that like button. If you want more tips and tricks, hit that subscribe, or you can follow me on Instagram. All the information is in the description or in my about page on YouTube, and I will see you on the next episode, I hope. Later.